Justin. I would not sit on those seats.
Oh, that's right.
You need to get it. I wouldn't have it on. I wouldn't have it anywhere near me. Do I have anything in my teeth? Oh, you do. Like this.
Can't do that. I just can't. You can't whistle loud. I can't do that.
Good. Well, then you'll just have stuff in your teeth.
Are you sure? I'll just go floss if it's something bad.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Are you sure?
This chair's bent. Okay. I lose it.
Can you see?
If I disappear, can't lean back slightly. Look, the legs are bent. I'm just gonna hang on to your chair.
Sure that you can be seen here. Let me just make sure.
Okay, yeah, make sure I can be seen. See if my big head isn't dominating.
It's not focused. Oh, there we go. It just focused.
You have to tilt it down because it's picking up on the light behind me. You have to point the lens down. Well, it began with a 3:30, was it 2:30, 3:30 morning phone call, and when the phone rings at 2:30 in the morning, it can't be good. You think it's some family emergency. I couldn't get there in time, and I heard a message saying our flight had been canceled because of the hurricane. It was Hurricane Michael.
Yes.
And so I just went back to bed and just figured we'd rent a car in the morning.
So I said, well, what was that? And he said, our flight's canceled. And then, of course, my wheels start turning. So finally, I was like, maybe I should get up and look it up. I called back. So I talked to the lady, and she gave us lots of options. We could get a full refund, or we could take this earlier flight that would leave at 5:45 a.m. And so now it's like 3:15-ish. My plan was to wake up early and finish packing. So I was like, oh boy, I still have a lot to do, rush around and get ready. And so that's just what we did. We made the decision to get on that 5:45 flight.
The first flight, though, it's like pouring rain. You nervous, Becky? You're doing pretty good compared to your
I know, I'm doing
Alaskan
much better
flight.
than Alaska and Hawaii.
Located on the same.
I'm hopeful that it won't be bad, but I'm
Doesn't
still...
help that it's raining, right?
Yeah, I think it's just scary because I don't know what it's gonna be like.
And our later flight got canceled because I guess they figured it was just going to get worse, so we were going to beat the storm. So what was that first flight like?
So the first flight was awful. The pilot came on and said, this is going to be a bumpy
before
ride.
we took off.
Enjoy, just sit back and enjoy.
No, he said this should be fun.
I know.
That's what this young, probably 25-year-old pilot said.
It was scary. I was like, I looked at Justin and I was like, I think I want to get off the airplane.
That might be something that you say at Six Flags before you go on the roller coaster.
Yeah, it was not fun. I was scared to death. And then, the anticipation of what does that mean? Like, as the pilot is saying this, he has experience.
Yeah.
I don't have experience of flying in the edges of a hurricane.
She nearly beat me up, y'all. Held both hands, leaning against me so hard. My ribs were sore at the end. You gotta watch out. She would pinch me and I'd grab my ring finger and just pinch the ring in the other finger.
Yeah, it was funny because I was like really scared. And then he's like, I need my hand back.
So that was a little flight from Asheville to Charlotte. Fortunately, it was only like 25 minutes.
It was only 25 minutes.
How was it, Beck?
It was insane. It was crazier than anything I've ever experienced. I think the anticipation of knowing the pilot told us it was going to be bumpy, and then that was when I was like, I want off this airplane now.
You gonna be alright for flight number 2?
I don't know, I feel really sick still.
Papa and Mama have left and I'm about to do the chores. But it's raining. So I'll need to put this waterproof camera on this. And you won't be able to hear. I'll have to do a narration. Me and Desai woke up this morning and it was raining. We had breakfast, then we went outside to do the chores. We got the grain. We went and fed the we went and fed the pigs and chickens, and then we went to the ices, we went to the guineas, and then we went to the ices and we moved them and we let them out and we fed them their water, and then we came back inside. Here we are.
What was the flight like from Charlotte to Baltimore? I thought it was better because it was such a big plane. It was still bumpy.
It was a lot better, but so when I booked our flights, I purposefully booked us towards the front of the airplane because it's less bumpy up there. But because we were rebooked and like the computer just booked us, we were literally in the back of the airplane with both flights. So I was like, it was a lot better than the first one. And if it's just on the up and down, I can handle it. It's just when it's like, it was literally the entire time with the first flight. So that was a little bit scary.
When we arrived, we got to our rental car. Apparently with rental cars, you can reserve a car and it not be there. But we worked it out and ended up getting a nice upgrade. Look, they upgraded us because they didn't have our car to an Escalade.
It's not an Escalade, it's a Tahoe.
Cadillac.
It's a Tahoe.
Okay.
Dork.
And then we headed to our Airbnb. We're here. Can't seem to escape the rain though. Nice. Look at this little cottage.
Isn't it cute?
Relaxing. That night, now we're without kids. Yes. We went to bed at 7:30. Is that right? Didn't wake up till like 6:30 or didn't get out of bed anyway.
Yes.
11 hours, y'all.
It was glorious. We were so tired.
What? Y'all see that? How beautiful. First full day without the kids. Even though this is work, it kind of feels like vacation. It feels like fall out there, Beck. So some things never change. We're having greens.
Yep.
And animal for breakfast. Eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon and greens and fruit.
So we tried to do something we really never do, and we tried to binge watch some movies. We didn't even make it through the first episode of The Long Way Down.
I know.
It was only 50 minutes long. We made it to like 40 minutes. We were gonna watch all those, weren't we?
We were so tired. We were so tired. So we got up, made lunch, we made dinner, and then we went to bed.
We went to bed at 7:30.
We're about to go do chores and it's really cold outside, so me and Josiah got on a bottle of our clothes. See? I have pajama pants under them, and Josiah is just wearing my sweater and another sweater he found. It is cold out here. Josiah's gonna go feed his chickens first, and I'm gonna go start on the grain. Killed some flies. Now we're gonna move the ices, feed them, and water them. And if they have water, they might have some, so we might not have to use the water that Papa brought out here.
So we're feeling rested and ready to go.
Yeah.
Riverfront property here, Beck.
I know, man. What are we doing with our lives?
We're heading to the event now. Our talk isn't until, when's our talk? 11?
I think 11.
It's 9-ish. I get a little nervous.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking.
The only thing that gets me through it is I remind myself that it's not about me. I'm here to serve others, and it doesn't really have to be nerve-wracking to be a servant. Like somebody to like pick up the dishes or cook, it's not a nerve-wracking job. So I just have to remember that's what I'm here to do, is to provide valuable content. And it makes me feel a little bit better. But you never do completely get over it. I spoke many times. It never goes away, does it?
Mm-mm.
just gotta embrace that awkwardness and fear.
Yep.
When we go to the event the next morning, we didn't know what to expect. Thought it was going to be inside, thought it was going to be smaller key, but there were tons of people there, probably over 1,000 people there. There is a ton of people right here, right now. I did not expect this, really. Look, I gotta go speak in that barn. Can you see me shaking? I'm nervous, it's cold. 10 minutes, we had some technical difficulties. Remember, we're just helping people plan their best homestead ever. Here it goes. You know, I was kind of expecting it to be maybe like Mother Earth News, but much smaller, and you know, some people know us, but it seemed like everybody knowed us, and it was great. It was great to reunite with people, and it gave us an energy. And going into my talk, I'm nervous. You know, I thought I was going to be speaking in front of 50 people. I was nervous, and then there was like 300 people out there ready to learn about permaculture and how they can make their best homestead ever.
Premier One, and Premier One is one of our sponsors. So if y'all would give a big round of applause for Premier One. Very, very honored and excited to have them. So
we're a small farm company out of central Iowa, or southeastern Iowa. We specialize in sheep and goat supplies, electric fencing, poultry supplies, a little bit of everything. Justin Rose.
And can plant plants to prevent erosion. You guys might think it's a lie if you don't public speak, but you really can feel an energy from a crowd.
Yeah.
If you say a slight joke and everybody laughs real good, just like, yeah, that's a good energy. And we got that from this crowd.
Well, and they were just really, like, when I came in, everybody was like really ready to like listen and engage with you from an audience perspective.
It felt like I was giving a presentation to family.
Yeah.
And in a way I was. And so I was thankful for it. I can give it to you in digital format. I'll give it to you for free. It's down in the link in the show notes. It was such a good vibe, and we were meeting so many cool people. We just ended up skipping lunch, and we walked around for a bit and saw the vendors. Why are you so excited about that?
Because I've wanted to do this. We did this in Alaska. I'm gonna get this one, the pillar candles.
What's your name and what are you doing?
I'm Christina, and I sell beekeeping supplies and bees, and since you have soap making and all that, I thought I'd sell soap making stuff as well.
Nice.
So is this your white beeswax, or do you...
No, it's American, it's Brushy Mountain. I'm a Brushy Mountain dealer.
Okay. And I bought gifts for the kids and my mom and dad and me.
So much so we can barely shut our suitcase.
I bought a little too many things, but I really enjoyed going through the vendors and seeing what was available, and it was fun. Like it was again, like there was a good energy just in general. There's a good energy about even the vendors. Like they were excited to be there. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Do you like this one, or this one, or this one? This one says, and so together they built a life they loved.
That one for sure.
So.
Well, eventually hunger dominated that, and we had to go. We're leaving after a long day. Actually, we were gonna go away and eat lunch.
I know, that didn't happen.
But it was just so fun talking to everybody that it's now 5, and like we were gonna be eating dinner about it. So we just hung in there, didn't we? We're gonna have to eat lunch and dinner at the same time. Can we do that? How was my talk?
I think you did great.
Are you partial?
No, I feel like you were very clear and articulate and like...
Yeah. There was only a few moments I lost my train of thought. But you know, this crowd was amazing. They had a good energy. Really, as a public speaker, I've done it a lot.
I couldn't tell that you lost your train of thought.
Okay, good.
So.
And we had a nice, restful evening, making a dinner, eating, going to bed early.
Again,
We tried both nights to do some binge watching. We're not really binge watching people because we have kids, but we tried. We tried to watch. We failed miserably.
Some Amazon Prime.
We could barely get through a 15-minute
I know, by
show.
The end we were like keeping one eye open.
So it was cold that first day, and actually we shivered the whole time. So the second day we said, we got to get some coats. Here we are. Because we left, we got to go to the department store because fall has come all of a sudden.
Department store?
Yeah.
Target.
You going to plug Target? Okay,
Target.
plug Target. Target. Embrace the Target. we're going into Target to get coats because they actually, because of the forwarding our flight,
Yes.
we had to rush out of the house and forgot our coats.
Yeah, and I was freezing yesterday. So I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
buying a
I was
jacket.
shaking
I don't
the whole
care.
time. We don't need to get
Yes.
sick,
I don't
Beauty.
want, I know, I'm like, we just got
And we need to be comfortable to be able to talk to folks and everything.
So we're gonna buy jackets.
And the
'cause I
people here
forgot.
are so kind, aren't they?
Yes. I
And
mean,
everybody's so
Amy
talkative
Amy-
and friendly.
gave me that green sweatshirt because I was shivering.
Yes.
I was
So we
very
want to hang
thankful
out
for
with
it.
these people without distraction.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. How do we do this?
Well, men's department's down there.
Okay.
But I think
You
I
gave
feel
me-
like I need to help you.
Can't get my own jacket. It's that I would do it much too fast, right?
No, you wouldn't pick out a good jacket.
Okay.
Try not to be mean, but it's true.
You just gotta say how it is. Is that puffy enough for you, Rebecca?
I guess.
Oh, that looks good. I like black. She asked me if I like black or gray. Beautiful one can pull off any of these. How about that? Would that have been a better answer? I think so. I answered that too quick. The man's supposed to say, "Oh, just whatever," because it could be a trap. You look beautiful in everything, Beauty.
Thanks.
Are you really already wearing this?
Well, I was just gonna wear it.
Okay. Men's section.
Here we go.
Ah, I see you're sticking with the denim. That one's sharp looking. That's interesting. Wow, this is harder than I thought. I don't know, how's this one look? Kind of lean towards this one. Here's bigger ones, but I have big ones at home.
Okay, so look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Or that one. That one looks nice too. What do you think?
Whatever you want.
Oh boy. Okay, bye-bye to that one. Although it's a little warmer, a little nicer, it is also double the money.
Yeah, it's double the price.
80 versus 40, so I'll be happy with the 40.
We decided going down to do the chores for the last time. We're going to get the grain now. I started on the ices while I went and fed the guineas. Doing a pretty good job. Why is it so heavy? That's because the kickstand is not put off. Finished moving the ices. Time to go inside.
And we head back to the event. We strategically planned it. Don't kill us, but to walk around while Joel Salatin was talking. Is it a sin that is it a farming sin that we're walking right by? No,
I would
because
like to be in there, but
we want a chance to see the booths,
we want to talk to some
right?
people.
We
didn't get
love talking to our fans
Yes.
and our people, but now's the time when they're all in there. We can do the booths,
Gotta be out here.
and then we can give our fans all our time, right before our talk.
That's right.
And after our talk. Let's go.
What's this one?
That's probably a garden fence. To keep out rabbits and then to keep out deers. That's my bet. Hey,
How's it
Joe.
going?
How's it going?
It's going well.
Good intro yesterday.
Thank you. It's going to be very similar today too.
Yeah.
So that's,
And he acted like I didn't remember him.
Oh, really?
You had coffee at my house. I made you bulletproof
I had
coffee,
a beard.
didn't I?
I had a beard then.
I know.
That's where I was going.
What happened to the beard?
It got shorn.
Okay, so Joe, we had a bet. What's this fence for?
That is Versanet 60, and that is for around gardens.
That's what I said.
Yep.
Deer
And little
and
critters.
little rabbits. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Well, if it weren't for this kind of fence, I've been using it for, gosh, 10 years?
Really?
Please don't tell me you've only been around for 8.
I have been around for 8. Premier's
Okay.
been around for
All right.
40 years.
So it's been 10 years, and I couldn't do what I do without it.
First time
He was just talking
we were
about
just we were
Yeah.
literally just talking about you guys.
Am I a gardener?
Yeah.
Okay, good speech yesterday. Thank you. Good speech.
Farming and how
nice
they
meeting
garden,
you.
and I was like, no, these two actually really organically garden.
Yeah, we were just talking about how because yesterday we were talking about, like, I don't have anything against farmers, but the problem is so many farmers aren't doing the right things, you know,
Yeah.
and
Stewarding the land.
they're not being stewards of the land like they should be, and that's why I'm such a firm believer. And I've seen so much on your channel. You're talking about like scaling, taking the home setting and scaling it up to a farm, not taking the farm and scaling it down,
Yeah.
because all you're doing is just you're teaching so many people that might be just starting a garden
Yeah.
that like you're telling them to spray their crops with all these pesticides and herbicides, and it's like the solution is what nature's already given us.
Yes.
And I just think it's so important to make that known, you know, that I don't have an issue with farmers. I just wish more would do what we're trying to promote.
Yeah.
The things that I find are the most exciting is like before I'm going to bed and like I had a long day, I'll watch your videos, or when I need a recharge.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know if people have probably told you this. Yes, people have definitely. Your attitude on life is so amazing. And it's the same, like every day I wake up, if you don't try to make your day like as good as possible, even if your day started out bad, like finding something to be positive about can totally change the outlook of your day. And I just think so many people don't take that mentality into their day, and I see it on your channel all the time, and that's what's so addicting.
Am I gardener, y'all? Roots and Refuge. You're just a baby.
Yeah, I'm only.
Does your mama know where you are?
Yeah. I'm out past my bedtime.
1, 2, and 3. One more time. 1, 2, and 3.
Hey again, Joel.
Hey, Justin, good to see you.
How are you?
Okay, good. All your travels?
Yes. We think about you often.
You guys just are everywhere. I run into people all the time. You have such a big following.
We do.
And you have such a winsome way, just a winsome way to present material.
We didn't set out to do that, but it just happened. It's a blessing.
It is. It really is. Yeah. It's wonderful. And people all over. I saw you on there. Followed. It's really great.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it wonderful to just stumble into something you have a knack for, that you didn't even know you had a knack for?
And you love it.
I think about you, like you are great at farming, but you also are great at speaking and writing books. That's a content creation. Well, we found this.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing.
Right. It is. It really
and if
is.
others could do that, it'd be really.
Yeah.
So
good.
We appreciate you for that inspiration.
Yeah.
To do it for fun. Yeah, you don't have to smoke it, right? So you can taste it, and then you and your wife can talk, and you can be like, it's a little bit too salty, because it might be for your palate, but you're always going to stay between 2 and 3%.
And then you can adjust it once you get.
Yeah, but over a couple of bellies, you and your wife will say, you know, maybe red pepper.
The meat master, Andy himself.
And you will have over maybe 4 or 5 bellies. This is sausage from our dry curing workshop. It's just trim. We were doing prosciuttos and things like that, and all the trim work we ground up last night and mixed up some sausage, so we'd have lunch today.
This is Doug?
I think that's
I don't recognize him without the big burly beard.
A few moments, we're going to walk over there with a 410 shotgun.
You coming back?
No, I'm incognito.
And you have that long hair. Did you have long hair before?
No.
Okay.
I'm a man of many looks.
What's the change?
It's a new season.
Shove some more in your mouth.
That's so good. It's so good.
With a mouthful of fresh pork. Is this from your farm?
It is, yeah. We did a workshop on Thursday. We cured the entire animal.
Okay.
And we had a couple pounds of leftover trimmings from the prosciutto that we seasoned and made up into these delicious sausages.
Nice. What's up with the knives? Are these your favorite knives, or are these your knives?
I just keep having food in my mouth.
Keep on, I like it. It's what it's about.
These are some of the knives we work with. These are knives from a friend of ours, Nathan Malenke. He's a professor of literature down here at James Madison University.
Okay.
And then on his breaks, he's up at his folks' farm near us, in his dad's blacksmith studio, making these gorgeous knives.
Oh, are you selling these?
So he's super bashful. He doesn't like to move into his own product. And we said, look, we're coming down to do a workshop, but the next 2 days we're just hanging out in a tent. Why don't we put some of your knives out?
Are you moving some?
Yeah, we've sold 7 so far.
So why are those not good for butchering like these are?
No. This is more of a kitchen knife, more of a chef's knife. This is what you would want to chop things with. If you were going to make a chili or something and you want to do lots of chopping, this is what you would want to use this for. I would not want to break down an animal with this knife, but I wouldn't want to chop up vegetables with this one. So,
okay. So we had 2 more talks. The second day, I was just as nervous. You were real nervous because you were going to speak too. But first, the first one was pretty laid back. We were going to be on a panel with the other speakers where folks could ask us questions. So Rebecca, it's 10 minutes till the panel.
Okay.
Are you getting nervous?
Yes.
Okay.
Very nervous.
So look, you ever spoken in front of this many people?
No.
Okay. We're going to the panel, Becky. We're going up to the panel.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there, Becky. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Big Bear Homestead.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I don't mind sitting. You can sit next to
And then it was our time to give our talk on the Great American Farm Tour and what we learned. And I remember people came to meet us right before that talk, and one question one guy had is, Rebecca going to talk at this next one? Because they love you so much. And I think it went well.
Yeah, and I mean, it was the Great American Farm Tour, so we obviously did that together.
We know how to tell that story.
And yeah, so I felt pretty confident in obviously being able to tell the story.
Yeah. And ultimately it came down to, and we challenged people to, sometimes we think grass is greener on the other side, but ultimately what we discovered in traveling across America and seeing other farms is finding great contentment in homesteaders across America, whether it's minus 60 in Minnesota or 3 inches of rain in Arizona. People are generally happy where they are, and we can be too, and you can be too, and whether it's a pot on your porch
patio,
or a 100-acre ranch, it's the best farm in America because it's under your control.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, one of our favorite things to do, we just sat out there and just talked with people and just did a meetup. Go on down. Hey.
I'm Kristen.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is my husband, Steven.
Nice to meet you.
We started following you on a Kickstarter. He found you guys. What? And then we started following you on Instagram. So it's complicated figuring out those steps.
You just go slow. You start small.
Yeah.
And if he works and he likes that, or you can develop an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
And in entrepreneurship, you work hard, you take bigger risks, and you can discover even bigger rewards. So, and the entrepreneur step can create even more freedom. And meat chickens is one of the quickest, easiest way to do that.
Yeah. And you guys just do Cornish hens?
Yeah, we do Cornish cross. I mean, like, what's Joel Salatin's book on that? Pasture Poultry Profit.
Okay.
I mean, do what he does.
Do exactly what he does. The blueprint's there.
Do his formula to a T. He already made all these things.
Yeah.
Don't try to make any more mistakes.
Right.
You know, don't try to do something different. Just do what he does.
We've been traveling full time in RV with my 2 kids and wife.
Yeah.
Looking for a place that we're going to settle down. We sold everything back home in Utah. Property's just super expensive back there. Like, I know you sit in there wherever you are, but when you're in our situation and you literally can go anywhere,
there's time.
What would you guys suggest?
Well, it depends.
Western North Carolina, an hour out of Asheville.
Hi, sweetie. I saw you from yesterday. When we go home, I'm going to ask him if we weren't afraid.
I love it.
What else would we grow?
Well, I wasn't afraid.
There you go. I like it.
They're not only your children, they're your friends.
Yeah.
They are.
And the way they follow you and help you, and yet they're their own personalities.
Yeah.
I love that.
Did you go to school for like making videos? No. So how you just learn?
She just took we watched other good YouTubers and just kind of learned technique, and then she got for Adobe Premiere, which is software we use to edit. She got a course and she learned it in 4 hours.
Really?
And she taught me how to do it.
So you got like
just keep getting better.
It is tiring, but it is so good just to stand and talk and look into the people's eyes who watch our show, and we just had a really great time doing that.
Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
Josh.
Josh. Hello. Dana.
How's it going?
Good.
Meet you guys.
Good firm handshake.
I know.
Just wanted to thank you all for the inspiration we went from what, 4 chickens to now like
50 plus animals.
50, 60 animals to 3 cows, turkey, geese.
Do you milk a cow?
No, they're beef.
Don't blame me.
Angus.
They're Angus. We actually
He does have a handshake. He does have a milking cow handshake.
We have goats, Nigerian doors.
And do you milk those? Are you milking any animals?
They will be when we breed them. They'll be when they go into milk.
You say we will. Will you both get out there?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
yeah.
the plan.
Okay.
It's a group effort.
Yeah.
Okay, she says we a lot, but sometimes she means you.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for filming taking over the vlog for a second.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate that. Tell the folks your channel and what you're about.
180 degrees from average, and we basically bought the family farm from my parents. Been in the family for 120 years, so.
Wait, you are 180 degrees from average. You're crazy.
We are.
We're all crazy together. Minnesota.
Minnesota
nice.
crazy. That's right.
Minnesota crazy. All right. Thanks for doing that for me.
Yep.
And we're super grateful that people stand in line to talk to us. Like, it was a pretty long line for a while.
And, you know, the people at the end be like, oh, fine, you know, just one more. Will you meet one more? Of course. You're just as special as the very first one. We love and appreciate that so much. Eventually, I mean, most people were gone. And finally, I didn't want to leave. We didn't want to pull ourselves away, but again, we had to eat, go to sleep. What we cooking tonight, babe? More meat and veggies, of course.
Yep. We've got caramelized onions happening. Lamb burgers. I got broccoli and kale in here together.
Yeah. You know, it was hard to leave today. It's such a good group. It feels like family, and it's just real. It's. I don't know. I've never been at a conference like that before. Have you? Like we go to the Mother's News, and it just doesn't feel like so close knit.
Yeah.
It felt very close knit.
It did. It was fun.
And I didn't want to leave. We stood probably 8-9 hours talking to people. But we love meeting you guys. We love meeting who we're talking to.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have our meat and veggies. A little trick here though is, have y'all ever had caramelized onions? Onions apparently have sugar in them. You cook them long enough, they brown like this, and they become absolutely delicious. So we're having lamb burger, 100% grass-fed lamb, caramelized onions, bacon, kale for the side,
and broccoli's in there.
And broccoli's in there. Are you getting tired?
I'm so tired. My eyes
pretty
are
rough.
starting to hurt.
And then we have that's not what I'm supposed to say. You're so beautiful, even if you're so tired.
That was hilarious.
I guess I'm getting tired too. Slip of the tongue there. How's it, Beck?
The veggies were delicious. I haven't had meat yet.
Did I cook it too much? It's hard without a thermometer.
I know. I'm really tired, so it's delicious. I'm gonna eat it and go to bed.
Okay. Well, it's not very far from right there to there.
I know, it's great.
Just crawl right in. What did you learn from this event? If you could only say one thing to communicate to these guys who maybe weren't there, how can you sum up the experience?
I think that the one thing is that get to a homesteading event, whether it's Homesteaders of America, which we had a great time at, or another homesteading event that's maybe closer to you. When you are in an event like that and you're meeting all these people and they all are trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do, which is grow your own food, there's just an energy that you can't describe. And so I think that get to a homesteading event and be around people like you who are doing with you. And you may have that in your own community. You may have enough homesteaders in your area that you feed off of it. But I know for Justin and I, you know, for so long, we just had one friend that did this. And then, you know, now obviously we have a lot more, and that's great, and I love it.
Spread out.
Yes, they are spread out. It's not like we
have to make an
people.
effort.
Right. So make an effort to get to a homesteading event, whether it be Homesteaders of America or another one.
You may feel lonely and inept, and your normal friends and family may think you're crazy, and that can, no matter how hard you fight it, can rub off, whether you know it or not. And so it's good to hang out with like-minded people. The internet's great. It brings us all together. We wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for it. But we can also use the power of technology to bring ourselves together, to find events like this, to create events like this, and just get together and feed off each other. It felt like a family reunion of folks we didn't know. A lot of people knew us, but now we know them. But I think others were feeling that vibe. It wasn't just the speakers.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. All right, Rebecca, we have 3 more minutes till check out. You want to do a polar plunge? We showed Jonah the lake, and he said, You showed him that pond back there, and he said,
have you been swimming? And I'm thinking, it's cold, baby.
Look at you. It's 55 degrees. You in a scarf.
Well,
let's go. How you feel to be almost to your children?
I'm so excited.
After 3.5 days.
I'm excited. I had a great time alone with you. Adult time.
They could be anywhere here. So they're parked outside. Well, we gotta go get our bags.
Yes.
Well,
I think I might not have been our man either.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm excited.
Hey. Hey. You guys sneaking up on me?
Yeah.
You spying on us? Hey, you spying on us? You spying?
Give me a hug. I got a hug from everybody but you.
What about me? Do I get a hug?
Did you guys have fun with Grandma and Grandpa? Yeah.
You're a rowdy bunch. You're a rough and tumble bunch. How's the farm?
Good.
Still in one piece?
Move the chickens every day.
You did?
Yeah.
It broke into 2 pieces? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the thing did. The chick shop up inside the chick shop.
Yeah?
The pigs got in there. You heard that. I went in there. Some hay got in the ground and pooped there, and I went and cleaned it out. And I saw that mesh has been ripped.
Really?
Ripped.
The pigs.
Is it the pigs?
Maybe. 'Cause it was pretty far in the back.
They want to get it. The boys want to get it. Well, there's the boys that ran the farm while we were gone. With no worries. Except a pig got into the chicken coop.
Nice.
Thank you guys.